Hello class 12 students. Today I will be starting a new chapter and this chapter is from your ecology part. The last 4 chapters of your syllabus belong to the ecology unit, and I will be starting the first chapter of that unit, that is chapter number 13, ecology, environment and population. Clear? So we will be mostly talking about ecology, ecosystem and environment. So now what is ecology? Simply put, ecology is the relationship between individuals or a community of individuals and the environment. Okay, the branch of science that deals with the interrelationship between the living organisms and the environment is known as ecology. Okay, now moving on to the types of ecology. So ecology, there can be various categories under ecology, but based on the ecological organization, it can be of two types. First one is autecology, next one is synecology. So this categorization is based on the ecological organization. First one is autecology. So auto means simple or on its own, right? So what is autecology? The relationship with the environment with an individual. That can be a plant or an animal or anything, but it has to be an individual one. Okay, so the relationship between an individual with the environment is known as autecology. And the next one is synecology. Now what is synecology? This is the relationship or the interrelationship between environment and a community of organisms. Okay, it is a study of relationships between communities and environment. So synecology is relationship between environment and community, and autecology is the relationship between environment and one individual. Clear? Moving on to our next topic, that is levels of ecological organization. Okay, so we will learn the different levels. There are 7 levels under ecology that form the ecological organization. The first one is organism or individual. Okay, so this individual can be a plant, can be an animal, can be a bacteria, anything. So when there is one individual or one organism, that is the lowest category of ecological organization. Okay, next one, many individuals or many organisms form the population. So one population will consist of only one type of species. Suppose a population of trees, or a population of cows, or a population of human beings. So first one or the lowest category is organism or individual, which gives that means one will give rise to the next one, right? So many individuals or many organisms give rise to a population. Clear? Number 3, biological community. Now what is biological community? It is the total of all the populations. Suppose there is one population of cows, there is another population of deers in a forest, cows, deers, another population of lions. So these all are separate populations, right? One population of cows, another population of deers, another population of lions. So all these 3 populations taken together forms the biological community. All of these, there will be many more, right? One more population of trees, another population of fishes in a pond. So all of those taken together will form a biological community. Next, number 4 is ecology and ecosystem. Okay, so ecology I have already told you. It is the interrelationship of the environment and a community of populations. Okay, so one individual, next many individual give rise to population, many populations taken together give rise to biological community. Now there will be many biological communities, and one biological community, its relationship or how it deals with the environment is the ecology and ecosystem. Clear? There is a slight difference between ecology and ecosystem, the branch of science that reveals the interrelationship or the relationship between environment and community or organisms is known as ecology. But what is ecosystem? And ecosystem is composed of a biological community integrated with its physical environment through the exchange of energy and recycling of nutrients. So ecosystem is where the physical environment of that particular biological community also is included, along with how there is the exchange of nutrients between different types of organisms. Suppose the food chain, food web also falls under ecosystem. So food chain, food web means there is exchange of nutrients from one level to the next level to the next level. So all those fall under all the relationships between biological community, the environment, that is ecology, and when ecology, that also combines the physical landscape, okay, and also the exchange of nutrients, how the exchange of nutrients take place, that falls under ecosystem. Okay, so that was our fourth level. Next level is landscape. So landscape, as you all know, landscape is how the physical features of a particular place is. Okay, a landscape is a unit of land with a natural boundary having a mosaic of patches. Of what? Patches of separate communities or ecosystems. Clear? So landscape will be a separate land, a piece of land which has its own natural boundary and having patches of ecosystems. Many ecosystems give rise to landscape. Fifth one is biome. Biome is where climatic factors start affecting the living organisms or the individuals. Okay, so here suppose not every kind of plant is found all over the world, right? There is a certain type of vegetation depending on the particular climate of that place. We will discuss about biome separately later. So biome is where climatic factors start affecting the living organisms of a particular place. Suppose tropical rainforest. There is a particular type of fauna there, right? Some particular type of trees and vegetation is found in tropical rainforest areas. That is only due to the climatic factors of those areas. So you have learned in geography about all these tropical rainforest, tundra rainforest. We will discuss about it later on. Okay. Last one is the biosphere. So every living organism, when combined together, their interrelationship between each other falls under the organization biosphere. So these are the 7 levels of ecological organization, starting with organism or individual, which gives rise to a population. Many population gives rise to a biological community. Many biological communities or the relationship of one biological community with the environment gives rise to ecology and ecosystem. Many ecosystems gives rise to a landscape, which is a particular piece of place. Next, one landscape where the climatic factors affect the vegetation or the fauna of that place, flora and fauna of that place falls under biome. That means due to climatic factors, the animals may also change. Suppose the polar bear, they are found at the poles because they are habituated that way. They have adapted themselves that way, that they will live at the poles at those extreme temperatures. They will not be able to live at tropical areas. So depending on the climate, flora and fauna, that is plants and animals, the type of what type of plants and animals will be found in a particular place keep changing. And lastly, the largest organization is the biosphere. Okay, I hope you have understood this. If you have any problem in understanding any topic of this video, you can comment in the comment box, and I will continue with the next part of this chapter in the next video. Thank you.